Cheers. There would be a lady on a boat selling beer.
I love that.
Good morning guys from Ninh Binh, Vietnam. Just look at this place. We arrived yesterday after getting the train from Hanoi and we have made it to the Halong Bay on land, the home of the first capital of Vietnam. And we are up bright and early, 7 o'clock in the morning, because one thing you need to do in Ninh Binh is cycle around and take in these huge limestone cliffs, the waterways, and we've done that. We've started. We're going to do a quick half-an-hour cycle before breakfast because our hotel, Aravinda, have free bikes for rent. But wow, first time seeing the limestone cliffs here as we checked in late last night. It is otherworldly.
I still can't believe we made it out by 7 AM. Who even are we? We accidentally stumbled across the Beach Dong Pagoda. Looks very, very nice. I'm here for the views though, to be fair. Riding the bike, 7 AM, taking in the limestone
I need some
cliffs.
breakfast. I can't cycle for too long.
I'm hungry and I'm thirsty.
Wow, wow, wow. We're just heading back to our hotel for breakfast, and right near our hotel are these lush green rice terraces. If you come at this time of year around May, June, you're gonna get them like this, the limestone cliffs covered in lush green. It definitely adds to the surroundings. Cheers.
Cheers, this is well deserved.
That was the coolest way to start our morning, cycling through rice terraces, huge, gigantic limestone cliffs. We've just come back to our resort, Aravinda, and had a quick breakfast. It was definitely needed. It is very, very hot today. We actually had the best sleep here last night. I'll show you where we're staying in a minute, but I'm literally looking out right now at a huge pond full of lily pads, rice terraces in the distance, and then these just gigantic limestone cliffs. It is absolutely insane here.
This is like a proper jungle eco resort. I absolutely love it. And as you come out of our balcony, can you see how big our balcony is, by the way?
It's huge.
We have a drop and something which I have never stayed nearby.
Oh wow, that view.
Look at the lily pads. You have the most unbelievable view. You've got rice fields out there, and this is all on our backyard, if you like.
This is our back garden. I'm going to chase you. I'm not that quick off the bike,
ever.
right?
We have our balcony, as I said, and then you come in. And this is beautiful. I love the wall. It's like stone wall. It's like a chalet, I would say. A huge bed that makes me feel like a princess. We have, oh my god, something so cool. Yoga mats. They give you free yoga mats.
We're not doing yoga.
In the storage. We're not doing yoga because we rode a bike. Love storage. I've dropped the yoga mat. A sofa, and then when you come in, a bathroom that gives me even more jungle vibes, right? When you come through, the bath and shower is kind of like in a little mini conservatory. It is so, so nice.
It's a shame we don't actually get too long to relax at this resort. Look, just outside the room, there are these giant jackfruit. They actually have their own vegetable garden as well. But yeah, we only have one day and we want to see as much as possible, so we can't chill at the vegetable garden, look at the jackfruit, and swim in the huge pool. They have a massive pool at the front, but we are swapping the bike for a scooter so we can see as much as possible in one day, because one of the main things to do in Ninh Binh is the boat tours, but they have two famous boat tours in two different locations. Most people say just do one because they're very similar. We're going to do them both. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Off on our bike. Look at Matt, he looks so funny. These helmets are hilarious, but the hotel actually sorted out our scooter scooter, and it was 120,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about £4 for a day rental on the scooter. It's definitely faster than what we are used to. We're hoping just to explore as much of Ninh Binh as we can.
Thank you. It is so hot today, but we have made it to the town of Tam Coc. We're actually staying in like the highlands of Tam Coc, and this is where most people will stay. Ninh Binh town isn't meant to be the nicest, so I would advise to stay in this area. And this is where we're doing our first boat trip. You can either do Tam Coc or Trang An. Tam Coc is famous for the lush rice fields, and Trang An is more famous for the dominating limestone cliffs and caves.
It's actually quite stressful. It's very busy today. It's a Saturday, so there was a slight queue, but we have our, I don't even know what this is. I'm assuming this is the ticket for the boat, and it was 390 Vietnamese dong, 390,000 for both of us. So that is around £10 or so. And I don't know which boat is ours.
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't realise the boat was this small.
Oh my god. Well, I certainly did not expect to be rowed by somebody's feet. That is something new that I haven't seen before, but this is pretty spectacular. I think this looks like Jurassic Park. We said that like Halong Bay was like really majestic. This is majestic, isn't it? It's unreal.
I wasn't actually sure whether we were going to do the Tam Coc boat tour. When we read online, we read that Trang An is definitely the favoured of the two, and this one there is sometimes some scams, but we haven't found that yet. So far, it's so cool. The guy's just behind us rowing with his feet.
Random, isn't it?
It is crazy. You've got the limestone cliffs beside us. Is what is famous for the Tam Coc, which is the rice fields. And we come at the right time of the year, May, June. You get the perfect lush green, and I believe there is 3 caves on this because Tam Coc means of 3 caves. These are crazy. We are in the first cave, and we're literally going underneath the limestone cliffs right now.
We're scarily close actually,
like,
and being dripped on.
Yeah, eerily close to the rock. As you come out, wow. Just look at that view in front.
Wow. Oh my god, I think I've been upgraded from a passenger to a master rower.
Can you dip your feet?
Short paddle.
I don't think you get a job. Where would you like to go to, ma'am?
Straight on, please. A little bit faster if you can.
I charge double, by the way. One of Hanoi? This one? Hanoi. Thank you. Cheers. There would be a lady on a boat selling beer.
I love that. And she actually said, no, we're good, thank you. Well, she still has everything right now. But I have fused tea. We are going to have half a beer each and some water.
Oh, the crashing. Wow. This is the life. That woman definitely read our mind. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The boat ride was definitely worth it. However, at the end they can be quite forceful in terms of giving a tip. We were going to give a tip anyway, but he wasn't happy with what we gave. So just be mindful of that, and don't be pressured to do it if you don't want to. But 5 minutes down the road is Hang Moi. Legend has it, apparently a king used to come to the sort of bottom of the cave at this mountain, and he would sing and dance. So that is why it was called Hang Moi, because it means dancing cave. And there's about 500 steps. Oh, we're nearly there.
Nearly there. It actually costs 100,000 Vietnamese dong to get in here, which is like £5 English, which is pretty expensive for a viewpoint, but we've made it to the first viewpoint, which is the pagoda. And then this area here is very sacred about the dragon, or the dragon is very sacred, so we need to make it to the top one with the dragon. But you can actually see the waterways below me in the limestone cliffs where we were on the boat earlier. It is very impressive.
We are nearly there.
This last bit was not advisable, but I have made it to the dragon as the storm starts to come in. Wow, the views from up here are absolutely insane. You can see all of the limestone cliffs, the waterways of Ninh Binh, Tam Kok, everywhere below, and this giant dragon just goes all the way along this limestone cliff, but it is very wobbly. Wow, just look at these views, and I think the rainstorm, the clouds add to like the dramaticness of this landscape. I actually think I prefer this to Halong Bay. Cheers, just.
Cheers, just about. Look at the state of me. We got caught in the thunderstorm for about an hour, 2 hours. We were right at the top. There was lightning. Like, I have never seen lightning right above me like that. We made it back down. It rained again, so we are now hiding in, I don't know what this is. It's like one of the restaurants here. We are hoping to do Trang An, do the second boat tour, but I just don't know. The weather is unpredictable. We were really lucky this morning, so we're keeping our fingers crossed and having a Vietnamese iced coffee.
Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. It looks as if the rain might have passed after like 2.5 hours. We're gonna risk it and try and go to Trang An now. I don't know if this is a good idea. 2 hours on a boat, if the rain comes, we are in trouble.
Goats.
Hello.
There's a baby goat.
Do you know why there's goats?
Why?
So, I saw this yesterday. So, apparently goat is a delicacy in the Ninh Binh region. So,
wow.
I'm really sorry guys, but
you're gonna get eaten.
It's not a good end for you.
Wow, we are back on the bike, and we've now got a roadblock of, are they carabaos?
Water buffalo.
Water buffaloes, and they are absolutely humongous.
And the bridge is blocked.
And we can't go.
So we made it to Trang An, and this is like a much more built up area, a lot more touristy, which I sort of expected from Tam Kok, being that is where everyone stays, but unfortunately it was a little bit, they said Tam Kok was the one that was maybe full of scams. I feel like here is a little bit more. There wasn't any other people to get on the boat. We wanted to do the 2-hour tour, which is the shortest because we obviously don't have so much time, but they were saying we have to buy the whole boat, so 4 tickets, and then they were saying no, it'll be 3 hours anyway. And from looking at the surroundings here, it does look very similar to Tam Kok, so I would say just do one of the two. We're now going to find a nice spot for lunch and maybe just check out the views of Trang An.
We found a good viewpoint. It is pretty spectacular. Trang An is actually known for its caves, and they also filmed part of King Kong here. I would have liked to have seen it, but
I feel like in the end the right thing happened. One is enough. You do not need to do 2 in one day.
I would 100% agree that 1 is enough.
It is pretty spectacular, but pretty similar to Tam Kok. I think things definitely happen for a reason. Only do 1 in one day, but we have heard that Trang An has an amazing restaurant that overlooks all of these limestone cliffs.
Hopefully with not a school trip going on with some weird speaker.
Hello.
Hello. You open?
What?
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Camp on.
Camp on. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sometimes in travel things don't go right. They're not always perfect, but this morning with Tam Kok it was incredible. You get both ends of the spectrum
100%.
with travel, and that's what it's been today. But things are meant to be. Things are definitely meant to be. We've come into Trang An Riverside restaurant. We have the views of the movie set, basically, of King Kong,
boat.
which is absolutely incredible. The guy that owns this place, it's family run, it's absolutely lovely. And we are resorting back to what we know: beer, pizza, de-stress. Cheers.
And chill. I feel like today has been pretty stressful. We've been up since 6 AM so that we could get everything done. The weather was not on our side, but I would highly recommend having 2 days.
You definitely need at least 2.
Ninh Binh. Yeah, we only have 1, so it is slightly more difficult. And I would also recommend staying in Tam Kok because it seems like that is where the hostels, nightlife, and other restaurants are. There are some restaurants here in Trang Ang, but it's mainly just like along the river or the boat tour, because if you have another day you can go and explore more of the area, so you can go and see like one of the national parks, and you can go and visit, I believe, the biggest Buddhist temple in Southeast Asia.
Back to basics.
Oh, you can't go wrong with pizza and beer.
And one of the greatest views in the world. Thank you, Mr. Vietnam.
Yeah.
Out Vietnam!
There he is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you!
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I was still hungry, and on the way back into town we spotted an Indian restaurant which actually has like some of the best reviews in the whole town of Tam Kok, so I had to just get myself something.
And just like that, we have made it to Phu Quoc, Vietnam. We actually left Ninh Binh that evening. We headed to Hanoi and caught a flight the next morning. But wow, Ninh Binh definitely delivered. It's something that we're so pleased we added to this itinerary in Vietnam because we didn't get to go 3 years ago. It really is the Halong Bay on land. Them limestone cliffs are out of this world. I feel like if you're going to do one of the boat trips, do one. Don't try and do 2 like us, like idiots that we are. Definitely do Tam Kok, especially if there is 2 of you. It's close to town, especially in June. You get the beautiful rice terraces included, and if you do Trang An, you need 4 of you. If not, you're going to be spending a lot of money. But Trang An Riverside was the place that like just showed that things happen for a reason. We didn't get to do the boat trip. We found the most lovely family-run restaurant with incredible food and the nicest staff. But here we are. We have made it to the islands of Vietnam. We're very excited to explore here. We didn't get to go here 3 years ago either, so we've got 3 days exploring the beautiful island of Phu Quoc. We'll see you in the next one.